computer. Okay, we are recording. So what we're going to work with today is core mobility. The core, or the abdominal muscles, let's call it that, is meant as a stabilizer, but also a mobilizer, depending on which part of the abdominals that we are looking at or working with. So we're going to work today more with the rectus abdominis. That's the more surface part, the six-pack ab, if you think about that, which tends to help with flexion, with the curving of the spine, that rolling up and down. And we're going to look at the lateral obliques, which is great for twisting, or which is used while twisting, and lateral bending, which I had to demonstrate so that you understood. So that's what we're going to work with. And I want you to keep this in mind. A muscle contracts and relaxes. That's what it knows how to do. But in order for it to contract fully, effectively, efficiently, it also must be able to relax fully, effectively, efficiently. And so we always want to be looking for both in our lives and trying to find a balance of both. And that goes for more than just the abdomen, but really everything is always about a balance. And balance isn't a goal, and it's not something we get to when we're done. It is something that is continuous every moment. It is more of a journey and a practice. It is living and breathing, so to speak. So we're going to start today by relaxing the abdomen. So I'm going to have you come to lie down on your back. And as always, you're welcome to have 2 blocks, 2 stacks of books, anything of 2 that are of the same height. You can get creative. And just set those off to the side. And then I want you to bring your feet as wide as the mat with the knees together. And you can place your hands onto your belly and close your eyes. And allow the belly to soften. If it's helpful, you can take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. And let the body breathe on its own. Allowing the abdomen to relax and yet move with breath easily. So relaxation doesn't always mean stillness. And relaxation isn't something that requires a lot of effort, just a conscious choice. Another moment or 2 here like this in silence. And then slowly hug your knees into your chest. Bring one hand to each knee and split the knees apart. We'll call this an early happy baby, a newborn baby pose. If you'd like, you're welcome to reach for your ankles or the outside of the feet, extend upwards from knee to feet. Otherwise, just right here holding the knees is great. You can rock side to side if you'd like. The intent here is to open up the inner hips and keep that belly nice and soft. I'm going to stay right here, but please feel free to reach for the feet. You might deepen the breath just a little bit so that the breath is moving in and down towards the belly. And then you'll slowly close your knees. You'll bring your forehead up to your knees and start to rock up and down, up and down, up and down, and come all the way up to hands and knees. So as you come up to hands and knees, we'll get the fingers spread nice and wide, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, middle fingers about straight forwards. And you're welcome to point the toes, or you can keep them tucked. The choice is really yours for now. I then want you to inhale, drop your belly down, lift up your chest, cow pose. And as you exhale, round your back and draw the belly in towards the rounding of the back, cat pose. So inhaling cow pose and exhaling cat pose. And I want you to do this a few times on your own. And as you're doing this, you'll notice that the background, so the back of the body stretches in cat, but that's also an opportunity to draw the abdomen in and engage it, and then just slowly release it. So see what it's like to contract the abdomen in cat pose, but then slowly with control release it for the cow pose. And go ahead, take maybe about 3 more rounds of this on your own. Moving with your own pace of breath. If it feels really nice to pause in a cow or in a cat, you're welcome to. And maybe 1 more. Now you're going to continue like this, or if you'd like, tuck the toes under, inhale, cow pose. Exhale towards cat pose, and then lift the knees just a little bit off the ground. And then drop the knees down, inhale, cow. Exhaling into cat, lift the knees just a little bit off the ground. One more time, inhale, cow. And exhale into cat, lift the knees just a little bit off the ground. And then set the knees back down. Sit back on your heels, clasp your hands together and roll out your wrists. And then please come forward to a downward facing dog. In this first downward dog, I want you to pedal out your feet a little bit. You can shake your hips side to side, wag your hips side to side. Same thing with the chest, with the ribs. We're not going to find much stillness in downward dog just yet. We'll do that in a bit, but for now, let's go ahead and walk the feet forwards, folding over your legs at the front of the mat, finding a little bend in the knees so you can find some of that length in the upper body, and you can hold opposite elbows if you'd like. I do want the feet to be hips width to start, and you can always measure that with 2 fists between the arches of the feet, and please make sure the second toes are straight forwards. Then if the arms are clasped, go ahead and release them. Keep that bend in the knees. And you're going to start to slowly roll up to stand. So the back is rounded as you roll up. If you have any sort of back pain, what you might do instead is hold on to the hips, a little bend in the knees, and just come all the way up to stand. Otherwise, you're rolling all the way up. Pause for a moment in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Take an inhale here. And dropping the chin, you're going to slowly start to roll all the way down, keeping a bend in the knees. Now again, if you have any sort of back pain, you can just hold the hips, come down more with a neutral spine. Otherwise, you're rolling down. Let's do this once again. So inhale, slowly rolling up. Pausing for a moment in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, slowly rolling down. All right, and then let's roll all the way back up once more. And once you come all the way to the top, you can roll the shoulders up, down the back a few times. Great, and then I'll have you clasp your hands together, flip your palms forward. Inhale to stretch all the way up, maybe lean a little back. And with your exhale, bend your knees, think cat pose, arms forward, round your back. You're then gonna bend the elbows out to the sides, draw your elbows back, think cow pose in a chair, inhale. And with your exhale, fold down over the legs, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. With your inhale, come up halfway, hands right below the knees or hold your hips. And as you exhale, I want you to stand. Good, let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, clasp the hands, flip the palms, reach it all the way up, lean back. With your exhale, bend in the knees, think cat pose in the chair, rounding the back. Inhale, like cow pose in a chair, elbows out to the side, draw the shoulders back. And with your exhale, fold down over the legs, lengthening fully once you've folded. Inhale to come up halfway. You can also hover the arms by your outer hips, and then exhale to stand. Last 2, clasp the hands, lift the palms, inhale, stretch it up, maybe lean a little back. And with your exhale, bend in the knees, round the back, and try to round a little more at the middle back. Inhale and bend the elbows, draw the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, fold down over the legs. Inhaling to take a halfway lift. And exhale to stand. Stay right there, we're gonna do one more. I'm turning this way, because I gotta negotiate with space. Lift the palms, stretch all the way up. This is yoga from home these days. Exhale, bend the knees, round the back. Inhale, thinking cow pose in a chair. And exhale, go ahead and release. From here, let's take a halfway lift, and this time you're going to bring your hands down and step the right foot back so that you're in a lunge. Now this is a great time if you have those blocks or books or something of 2 of the same height that you want to use, you're welcome to. Then let's inhale, lift the left arm out and up towards the sky, and you'll exhale to bring the hand back down. We're going to do this 4 more times. Inhale up. As you're doing it here, exhale to come down. Notice how the abdomen is rotating. Inhale up. Exhale down. And think of breathing into the left side ribs. 2 more. Inhale up. Left side ribs. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Then using the back foot, step forward. Come halfway up as you do. And exhale to fold. Let's take just another halfway lift. Inhale, extend forwards. Bring your hands down, step your right foot back, your left foot back. And then inhaling, lift the right arm out and up towards the sky. And exhale, bring the hand back down. We'll do that again. Inhale to lift it back up. Exhale, bring your hand back down. Couple more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hand back down. Last two. Inhale, lift it up. So moving with the breath here, breathing into the right side lung. Exhale down. Right rib cage. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good, and let's step forward, come halfway up, inhale. Right from here, exhale, hands down, right foot steps back. Now pause here, inhale. And then with your exhale, twist open towards the left. Really sense the abdomen working there. I want you to inhale, reach the left arm up and over the ear, and then exhale, lift the left arm up, rotating from the abdomen. One more time. Inhale, reach forwards, and exhale, stretch it up. From here, bring your hand back down, pause. Take the blocks out of the way, and you're gonna step back to a downward facing dog. So now from downward dog, press the hands down and hug them towards one another from the outer hands, thinking of the shoulder blades broadening. Finding a little bend in the knees, move your outer hips up and back, and then lengthen your torso, and then you can worry about lengthening the legs and maybe the heels to the ground. From here, let's come forward to a plank pose, top of a push-up. Bring your knees down, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhaling, lift your chest any amount. And then make your way back to a downward facing dog. Lifting up your heels, step your right foot in between your hands. Right foot in between the hands. So feel free to grab your blocks here. You're gonna take the right arm on an exhale. So inhale first, and then exhale, open right arm out and up towards the sky. Pressing away from the ground. Few breaths here. The idea is with that exhale to feel how the abdomen can contract and help you to turn. And then bring your hand down to the ground. Step forward, come halfway up. And exhale to fold. Lift your arms all the way up to the sky. And bring the palms to the heart. Okay, let's come to the middle of the mat. Open up the legs nice and wide. Opening up the arms, turn your right foot open and bend your right knee. The idea here is the feet are heel to heel or heel to arch. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, rebend your knee. 3 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the knee. Last 2, inhale up. Exhale, bend the knee. Once more, inhale up. And exhale, bend the knee. From here, flip the hand, inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior, nice big side bend. And with your exhale, come all the way back up, straighten out the front leg and turn the toes in. So all 10 toes are straight forwards. I want you to hold on to your hips and come only about halfway down. And this is where you might have your blocks directly underneath your shoulders. So from halfway down, I want you to inhale, fold all the way down. On your exhale, come up halfway, lean forwards, look forwards. And we'll do that again. Inhale to lower all the way down, drop the head. Exhaling, come up halfway, lean forwards, look forwards. Think of drawing pubic bone up towards navel. Inhale, relax down. Exhale, come up, lean forward, look forward. So it's like zipping up the muscles from the pubic bone to the navel. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Then take an inhale here, look forwards. With your exhale, hold on to your hips and come all the way back up to stand. Turn your left foot open, bend your left knee. You can always adjust the feet, doesn't have to be seamless. Inhale, lift the arms, straighten the leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. 3 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, bend. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale to bend. Then from here, we're gonna straighten out the front leg, turn the left foot in. Bring your hands back down to those blocks or directly underneath where your shoulders are if you're halfway down. And then move your right hand more center, or right block more center. Take your left arm out and up towards the sky. Feel free to have a little bend in the right knee or the left knee if you prefer, but press into the outer edges of the feet so that the knees don't collapse in. From here, I want you to inhale, take that left arm forward, look down, and with your exhale, take it back up and turn open from the abdomen. Inhale, bring it down and forward. Exhale, bring it up. One more time. Inhale, down and forwards. And exhale to bring it up. Then we'll switch sides, bring that hand back down. Other arm reaches out and up towards the sky. With your inhale, reach it forwards, lean forwards. Exhale, bring it up. Feel free to keep that bend in the left knee, maybe the right as well. Inhale, reach it forwards. Exhale to bring it up and turn. One more time, inhale forwards. And exhale to bring it up. All right, from here, bring your hand back down and let's fold down over the legs. And I want you to take a moment folding over the legs. Another breath or two here. Great. Okay. Then hold on to your hips, inhale. And with your exhale, come all the way back up to stand. You can step or hop your feet together. Please come forward to the front of your mat. Let's lift the arms up to the sky, inhale. And exhale, fold down over the legs. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Hands down, left foot steps back. Plank pose, inhale. And then lower all the way down to the belly. Okay, so from down on your belly, I want you to get your forearms forward so that you're propped up for Sphinx pose. Not underneath the shoulders, maybe a little more forward. Take your shoulders onto your back, pull the floor towards you and press the tops of the feet down. They don't have to be together, but I also don't want them as wide as the mat, about hips width. Pulling the floor towards you, take your throat back, inhale here. And then as you exhale, push down and forwards, peel your belly, your pelvis, your thighs off the ground. Keep the knees down though. Inhale, lower, thighs, pelvis, lower belly. Draw the floor towards you, look up. Exhale, push down and peel away, one piece at a time. So you're undulating your spine, you're undulating the abdomen. And then slowly lower back down. So we don't lift up the knees because it actually requires that the abdomen work a little bit harder without the use of the legs. Slowly draw your abdomen in and up as you peel off. And then slowly lowering it back down. Let's do two more like this. Inhale, peel it off. Or exhale, peel it off. Inhale, slowly lower it down. Inhaling to come forward. Last one, exhale, peel off the ground. And slowly lower back down. Then I'll have you bring your forehead down to the ground, bring your arms back by your side and clasp your hands together. Bend your elbows so the palms can touch and get the shoulders closer together. Draw the arms back. Lift your chest up, 3 breaths here, breathe in. And breathe out, really pressing the tops of the feet down to help inform the lift. But think of this more as an opening of the top of the chest rather than a really big back bend. One more breath. And then slowly lower down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press to hands and knees or to plank. And then move back into a wide child's pose, or you can take a downward facing dog if you prefer. In your wide child's pose, really allow the belly to drop and soften. In your downward facing dog, keep a bit of a bend in the knees here, and you can even bounce the hips a little bit up and down to help release in the lower back. So if you were in a child's pose, you're going to join us now in downward facing dog. Let's lift up the heels, and then step the left foot in between the hands. Inhaling, step forward, come halfway up. And then exhale to fold. All right, and then I want you to lower your hips all the way down towards the ground. You can bring your hands back. You're basically going to come all the way down to sit. I want you to bring your legs forward, feet down with the knees up. Bring your arms forward as well. You're going to slowly start to roll about halfway down. Inhale here, and then exhale, slowly start to make your way back up. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, start to roll down. I want you to allow your back to curve. Exhale, slowly start to roll back up. So it's like you're rolling on your seat as well. Inhale, rolling back towards your sacrum, that triangular bone at the base of the spine. Exhale, rolling up. And once more, rolling back. And rolling up. Good. And then slowly lower yourself all the way down. No need to do that roll. Pause for a moment on your back. Last little bit here. Open your arms out to the sides, or if you don't have a lot of space, you can always bend at your elbows, backs of the hands down, or keep the arms by your side. Please lift up your legs, keeping the knees on top of your hips, and bring your legs together. Make sure the feet aren't dropping to the seat. Try to keep your ankles in line with your knees. From here, we're going to inhale. Start to drop the knees down to the right, but don't touch the ground. And then exhale, bring it all the way back up. Inhale down towards the left. And exhale, bring it back up. And we'll go the other way. Inhale down towards the right. Exhale, bring it back up. If you want, you can breathe out through the mouth like you're blowing out through a straw. Inhale left. Exhale, bring it back up. 2 more. Inhale right. Exhale back up. Last one. Inhale left. And exhale to bring it back up. And then slowly set the feet down on the ground. Rest your hands on your belly. Pause. And bring your hands down by your side, and nice and easily, let's inhale to lift the hips up to the sky. Nice and gentle though. Exhale to lower back down. 3 more like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Once more. Inhale, lift. And exhale to lower. And then bring the feet as wide as the mat. You can open your arms out to the side or bend at your elbows, but let's drop both knees down to the right. So with the feet as wide as the mat, you rock to the outer edge of the right foot, the inner edge of the left. If you want a little more, you can place your right ankle on top of your left knee. We'll take a few quiet breaths there. And then slowly bring your legs back up and drop them down the other way. Again, the left ankle can come on top of the right knee. And then make your way back up, feet as wide as your mat. Let the knees come together for a quiet moment. And then hug the knees back into the chest and rock all the way up to sit. And please bring the bottom of the feet together, knees apart. We're going to take a nice little side bend. Bring your left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. So I just remembered I forgot a reverse warrior on the other side. I tend to do that from time to time, but then I tend to remember later. So we're going to take a longer side bend on the other side. So let's make our way all the way back up. Bring your hand down, left arm reaches up and over. So the intent of that reverse warrior was to open up the side body. Let's do that here for a few extra minutes. Great, and then make your way back up. Hold on to your knees and start to roll out your belly. Your entire body is kind of circling, but think of the roll really occurring on the inside of the belly. And then you can roll the other way. And then our final active asana or yoga pose will be a seated forward bend of your choice. You can stay here and tilt forwards. You can open the legs out to the sides if you'd like and tilt forwards, or you can have your legs straight forwards, like so, maybe a little bend in the knees as you tilt forwards. But the idea here is to now soften the belly and to allow it to hang down with gravity. And by the belly, I don't just mean the abdomen or the abdominal muscles, but everything inside, the organs and everything. Let it all hang down and relax with gravity. And then slowly make your way back up and come to lie down on your back for Shavasana. And as you lie down on your back for Shavasana, let your feet be as wide as your mat. Let them flop open. Hands can either rest on your belly or down by your side. You might take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Letting the back soften against the ground and the contents of the front body, of the belly, release down into the back body. Relaxation doesn't require a lot of effort, but it does require a conscious choice. Nothing contracted now. And if you really relax in the body, the mind has the potential to release as well, as mind lives in body. A few moments completely committed to resting without the purpose of sleep. Just rest. Gently deepen your breath. Bring gentle movements to the toes and to the fingers. Draw your knees into your chest and roll over to your favorite side today. Make your way up to a comfortable seat with your eyes closed. If you'd like, you could bring the palms of the hands to the heart space. And nod your chin down towards your heart, towards yourself. It takes a conscious decision to show up for a practice at any time. So just acknowledging you've done that today. And for sharing that practice with me, namaste. Thank you all so much for joining.